Hey there, it's Raven Scry. I just did a session exploring the synchronicity of numbers and these triple numbers that come up for so many of us. And so rather than just kind of connecting quickly to spirit, I took it a little bit deeper and went into a session. Now, it's quite a raw experience, and it's a little bit of a different gear than you'd be normally used to with how my videos are. But I offer this with love, and I hope you enjoy it. Blessings. Okay, Spirit, I'm wanting to explore today, putting out an intention to explore triple numbers that often many of us are seeing. The significance of this, more insight into understanding how you're communicating through these numbers, how the messages are coming through to us, any insight that needs to be shared around this, that can be showed or shared for the community, Spirit, in regards to triple numbers, 111s, 222s, all of these. Okay. Taking me all the way up, straight up to the sun, the energy of the sun. And it's like the sun, I'm becoming aware that the sun can burn and fizzle out. It's like if we touch the sun, it could burn us. But in the way that they show the energy, it's like all these rays come off, and it's almost like it's coming off in codes from the source of the sun, is how they're showing it. And it's like the light has turned into codes, and they come from the sun. Now, it's like I'm being told that they're different sources of information, they're different types of information coming through different numbers and number configurations, but it does look to be like particular triples. It's like I'm seeing a 555, and that 555 has a particular resonance that's connected to it. Talking about the information that you seek is going to be coming from higher source today. We want to introduce you to somebody who is going to help you to understand, give more insight on the numbers and the configurations. Just allowing myself to connect to this now. It's like there's something that somehow, I move to the point of the sun, and there's a block there that stops. I can't move beyond that. They're showing me some sort of limitations with the ability to move beyond the sun, the rays of the sun. They talk about the original sun, and they show me the resonance of this sun and the way that it's vibrating. It's consuming, it's all consuming. And the more that I, feel into it and allow the energy to blend with me, it's moving through everything. It's like they show the sun energy moving through everything, and through all the layers of my body. It's like it moves all the way through my body and my chakras in my body, activating them. And it's like they show different number sequences and different number variations that come through the different parts of the body within communication. It's It's like they show me that rather than looking at the information from outside to understand what the numbers are, it's like allowing the information to move through you. You know, because we can hypothesize of what it means, of how it, you know, what does this mean, what does that mean, but it's like an innate knowing that they show. And it's like, if you allow this energy through, it's going to speak to you in the codes. And, you know, they show me this energy of becoming the sun. It's like blending with the sun and allowing the sun to fill all the spaces in your body. And as it does, it's like there is codes that just they keep showing me triples, triple fives in significance here, particularly around some of the lower chakras. Help me to understand, Spirit, what's being shown here in regards to how you're communicating, in regards to the intention of how you communicate through these numbers. Because they show me this sun, working with the sun energy. The sun turns into codes. The codes are moving through the body and out in all directions. Can you help me to understand how this manifests? You must allow the codes through. So it's like if you have a synchronicity of a code, it's like it's connecting you to the sun energy, which is almost like the original body of knowledge, body of consciousness, higher consciousness, and it's within your body. So they offer these synchronistic numbers to you to be received, and it's like these numbers connect you to the original body of knowledge. It's like they pass the information through to you. So if a synchronistic number comes up, you know, if the 444 or 555 or whatever it might be comes, or if you see a number, rather than just seeing it with your mind, logically observing it and wondering what it is doing or what's it saying, absorb it. It's like, take it in, breathe the number in, because it's communicating to your cells. And essentially it switches on the body, of knowledge, which is essentially the larger body of sun connection, whole consciousness knowledge of creation. And it gives you an access point through your own self. You become the sun, but it's allowing insight in through these codes, but for you to understand them and actually what they're doing beyond the mind, you must receive them, you must allow them in and through. And I don't mean, you know, swallow them up and eat them and let them be there stuck inside. It's like allowing the flow of energy. It's like allowing the flow of energy all the way through. So it's like a number presents, and it's like allow it in and allow it to travel through you. And just observe that experience of where the number takes you. Because I want to say it's like it's a speeding up of it's like it's a line, it's a messenger, it's taking you into particular information that you need to hear, that you need to feel, that you need to connect to. And so the more you can allow the synchronicities in, these numbers, and allow them through your being to really resonate through and move through, and not to try to understand them or not to judge them or not to try to connect them to anything else, but just to be with that experience. It's almost like, you know, it's opening up new connection, and it's aligning you, and, you know, it's really showing you that the connection to, you know, the whole divine consciousness, you know, and that you're I can hear this dog barking in the background. It's taking me out of this experience. Just sitting with it. So essentially it's allowing these codes to move through you. They move through you, they activate you, they open you. And that's why the mind recognizes them as exciting. But they are like, they're working with your energy. And it's like a direct sign and a direct link to the higher consciousness, of the sun energy, of the whole energy, of light, essentially. Different codes, different coding working through you, is what's being shown here. I'll ask a little bit more. Can you help me to understand the purpose, you know, Spirit? Spirit, I'm going to ask, would you mind to perhaps help that dog stop barking, because he's very distracting. Thank you. Okay, so more insights on these numbers, communicating through the numbers. Talking about an exchange of energy, an exchange of code. You know, it's like codes. And these codes move through like light. So what's the purpose of them moving through like light? What's the purpose of them coming through every day? Spirit, coming through and being shown in people's experience. It's supporting the evolvement. It's like a constant link from light and experience. It's like the experience of receiving these codes, receiving the light, allowing it to flow through, and it returns as knowledge to the higher consciousness. So it's like we are that sun, we are that consciousness, we are that light, we are that code, but it's playing out in a way that is giving us higher knowledge, supporting us to have greater access to particular information that we need at the time. But it's switching on this knowledge in alignment with the Creator. When I say Creator, I'm saying divine light, you know, the divine light of God, of Sun, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't have to be a religious thing, just to speak to that. It is an energy exchange, and it's a constant movement from spirit through the body, through the codes, returning with source of knowledge, understanding, and development, evolving development in this human experience. It's like an information ring. It's like it's experiencing through us. This light is experiencing through us and returning, and it's like a machine constantly recalibrating its numbers. So, you know, it's this evolving process of numbers moving through and back and through and back. And, you know, it's like they show me, you know, when there's a particular line of number that is just like, ooh, like coming in really strong. It's like particular streams of light that are coming through from higher consciousness, and aligning with this experience. So there's really numerous things going on here. And essentially spirit coming through these codes as well. Particular codes they align with. They show me sound frequency here, you know, it's like particular frequencies of coding. That's why sound frequency is so powerful. But something to note is like, you can't learn sound frequency. We can become aware of certain elements. That's what they're saying. You know, you can become aware of what might support this, what might support that element. But it's something that can't be learned, you know, it's beyond understanding of mind. You know, it's an exchange of energy. And so it's constantly changing what needs to be used and allowed in with frequency at particular times, particular moments. And in saying that, light workers that are extremely connected in with the spirit realm can navigate those numbers. But it's coming from a navigation from their own innate knowing. It's not coming from a mind place. It's coming from a place that is already aligning with this intuitive nature. You know, it's an innate knowing of the light, an innate knowing of the sun, an innate knowing of the whole consciousness. Anything more to be shown around this sharing today? They just point to the sun, they point to you, they point to the sun, they point to you. It's like connection. We are one. It seems separate, but we are one. Communicates as code, through coding, through codes that move through the body. They show it like these number codes moving through like lines. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed the session. It was interesting because as I stopped recording, the numbers and the sequences of numbers were quite incredible, like 2, 2, 2, 2s, and just the alignment. And so it's very beautiful to see how Spirit aligns with, you know, the insights they're showing right at that moment. Just, yeah, it feels very magical, very special. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful day. Raven Scry signing off.